Well, 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 I hope everybody had a start of the great week. And of course, everybody is Oaks dreaming. The girls are back in town at Oaklawn. That's right. Of course, the Rebel Stakes is happening over there at beautiful Oaklawn this weekend. Race number 11. But race number 10, I'm telling you now, it's a great, great race, and it's all about the Honeybee Grade 3 for 3-year-olds for $300,000. It's a full field of 12, and it's 50 points, 20 points, 10, and 5 like that on the line for the Kentucky Oaks. Very, very competitive field. Very, very nice field for sure. But before we dial in, tip sheets. Hey, you know we did real well last week. They're only $15, right? All states. We covered 10, 12, 14 stake races throughout the country on Saturday and Sunday if it applies. And they're $15. Hey, email me, speedking24@yahoo.com or text us at 732-804-0637. Kind of lost it. That's what happens when you get old. Well, the girls are back in town in the Honeybee Grade 3, the race right before the Rebel. You know, the first thing I thought is double. If you have an opinion, play a hard double. The Oaks prep race to the Derby prep race, 10th and 11th. I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll punch $20, $30 doubles. That's a great bet. Stay away from the pick 3s and the pick 4s. That's a great bet. The Honeybee back to the Rebel. Race 10 and 11. Now, in this here Honeybee, now, there's some really nice horses in here. And I'm going to go right to the number 3 horse because speed is king. Oh, Grand Love. Oh, the number 3 horse. I love this one by Gun Runner and trained by, there he go with that ass music. Can't help it. You know he has the stock and you know that the Gun Runners run. And this horse is making her 3-year-old debut off of November 4th Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly race, where she finished 6th. She set a torrent pace with Flow in the Orange behind Wonder Will and Leave No Traces and Rage and Sea. Now we expect her after 103 days layoff, making her 3-year-old debut, to be bigger, stronger, and tighter. And she should be right and tight for sure. Grand Love, 1 win only from 3 starts and 1/3 by that infamous Gun Runner who should have won the Derby for ass music. Actually, he should have 2 Derbies, Curlin and Gun Runner, but that's for another day, right? By Gun Runner on the back end by Grand Slam. This horse's breeding is so impeccable. Trained by, that's right, the Hall of Famer, my favorite trainer, or one of the two, him and Billy Mott, Steve Asmussen. Got the service of Joel Rosario, who had rode this horse before in the Pocahontas Stakes. Ran 3rd by 5 that day. Santana is being reunited with this 3-year-old filly, and she appears to be the speed in the race to me, y'all. So the question is, off of 113 day layoff, we haven't seen her since she was a 2-year-old, making her 3-year-old debut. The question is, how much better then is she? Now, you know I love betting 3-year-olds making their debut off of a great 2-year-old line, and you know I like to bet 4-year-olds making their debut off of a great 3-year-old line. And this one fits the billing for me. Got the speed, got the connections, got the rider, and then got the breeding. This one should spring forward, y'all. I like Grand Love in here a whole bunch, and they all better be paying attention because she'll be out on the front end winging it for sure in the mile and 16. But she better be getting up, because I tell you right now, the number 7 horse, that's right, Wet Paint. Well, Wet Paint, trained by who? You got it, the big head Mary Horse, Brad Cox. Well, Wet Paint's going to mean business. This one has 2 wins from 4 starts and 1 second. By Blaine, yeah, that Blaine, the one that beat, that's right, Zenyatta. And on the back end by one of my favorite horse, the Grandsire, Street Cry, for sure. I believe Zenyatta was by Street Cry. Hey, Brad Cox is doing the conditioning on Wet Paint. You got Flavian Pratt in the arms. And most of all, it's Godolphin. No, it isn't. It is Silky Blue. I obviously love this horse. Okay? Pratt aside, I love the number 7 as much as I love the number 3 horse, Grand Love. I could stop right there. I'm good with those two on my ticket, the number 3 and number 7. But the number 7, Wet Paint, I tell you, made her 3-year-old debut on the 28th of January at Oaklawn Park some 28 days ago. Ran in a $200,000 stake race. Yeah, it was the Martha Washington, y'all, a mile and 16. She ran them off their feet. She picked them off one by one, small field of 6, and ran right by him with Flavian Pratt in the arms at a cool 3-1. Now I'm back in 28 days. I see black type workouts on the 19th of October, 59 and 45. I mean, Brad Cox is red hot. Him and Flavian is clicking at 37%. Wow. But I love Wet Paint and I love Grand Love. Can I stop right there with the analysis? I'm good with 3773 as the girl's dirty dream. But there's some other ones that's going to have something to say about it in here. And none's going to be more famous. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, that old boss lady Belly, the number 9 horse. Well, Boss Lady Bailey only has 1 win from 5 starts. By Connect, by Officer on the back end. John Ortiz is doing the conditioning. This horse is sneaky good, y'all. I'm telling you, I read it and I came back and I read and I came back. And Flo is in the arms. He's not riding for Brad Cox in here. He's riding for John Ortiz. And I'm telling you, this horse came out of an allowance race behind a horse that's in here, Towhead, the number 2 horse. But this horse had no early foot, lacked it, went a little wide, and I think this horse got some upside. This is the second race as a 3-year-old. Speed figures are okay. They're improving. I think the number 9 horse, Boss Lady Bailey, is sneaky good. Now, I have this thing that I do, okay? She's probably going to be a huge price. But when horses run the same pace figure at all 4 splits, that, to me, that tells me something, okay? And I like that, okay? So that's why I'm picking Boss Lady Bailey as our 3rd pick in here for sure. I like this horse to at least hit the board underneath. Put the number 9, Boss Lady Bailey, on your ticket if you're playing vertically in your tries and superfectors. And the same thing with the number 8 horse. Well, the number 8 horse, defining purpose. Well, the purpose of me picking this horse, 2 wins from 5 starts, 1/3 by cross traffic on the back end by Strong Hope. McPeak and McPeak Law Firm is doing all the conditioning, calling the plays from the booth. And you got David Cabrera, that's right, the rated R superstar rider, right? Well, again, the number 8, defining purpose, to me, was beaten by Wet Paint in the last race on January 28th, but the horse made a 3/4 move. In other words, at the top of the lane, defining purpose took the lead. You know how you see him running second on the racing form, and then at the 3/4 call, right before the last call on the form, the horse gets in front and then he gets beat, or she gets beat 3/2. To me, that's a strong move. Okay, and I think this horse needs to be used underneath. And McPeak is awfully good. See the Preakness with fillies, young fillies like this, for sure. The speed figures are right in line with the rest of these horses. So to me, defining purpose is a very nice horse in here, and the black type on the workouts are good. Okay, I hate the fact that the horse is out there in the 8 hole, as well as Boss Lady Bailey, our 3rd pick, in the 9 hole. But you do have to put a little respect on defining purpose, okay? McPeak is a very serious trainer, and he goes unnoticed a lot of times in this race, and he's very good with young horses and of course fillies. And I love the fact, the 3/4 move that this horse made, coming off of a maiden win, off of a stakes win on December 31st, which was the year-end stakes at 1 mile right here at Oaklawn Park. So again, pay attention, use defining purpose somewhere on your ticket. especially vertically if you go up and down. So this year's Honeybee, I'm thinking daily double from the Honeybee to the Rebel. I love the speed. I love Asmussen. It looks like an Asmussen Honeybee Rebel. You got Asmussen winning both of them? I do, but he better be on top of his game because Brad Cox is going to be meaning business. Our top pick is Grand Love, the number 3 horse. We think this horse could go gate to wire, but I love the number 7 horse, Wet Paint. Right? This is a Brad Cox and Godolphin. There ain't a chance on this side of the planet for me to leave a Godolphin off the ticket. Now I'm being a homer. Why? Because I am part of the Godolphin fan club and the fantasy club and all the things that Godolphin do. I think it's Godolphin and then everybody else for sure across 4 continents. They breed, they own. It is a great, great institution and they're about excellence. No, you didn't. I just said it. Godolphin's about excellence, y'all. When you see Godolphin in the race, you better pay attention because they mean business. These people are serious about what they do. And the number 7 horse, Wet Paint, with Brad Cox pulling the button, there's no way I will leave the 3 or the 7 off my ticket. Every ticket I play, they will be equal on my ticket. Grand Love, the number 3, and the number 7, Wet Paint for sure. Our third pick in the race is going to be, hey, that Boss Lady Bailey, and we're going to round our super out with Defining Purpose. So for us, it's about 3773, 3798 in that order. If you got to drop them, drop them. But don't drop the 3 and 7. You'll be in a bunch of trouble. We're going to be playing hard doubles, 3-7, back to the Rebel Stakes for sure. Let me know what you think. We love the 3 and 7 in here for sure. We got Asmussen going gate to wire, but he better be getting up because Godolphin with Wet Paint, the number 7, will be breathing down all of their necks like they always do every weekend. All about Godolphin. 3, 7, 9, 8 in that order. In the Honeybee, all the girls are Kentucky Oak streaming. Stay classy, y'all. Having a bunch of fun. Have a safe week. Tip sheets are available. Speaking 24 at yahoo.com. Yeah, you can also text me if they like. 732-804-0637. They're $15. Guess what? We made a bunch of money last week. So did the community. Stay classy, y'all. Having a bunch of fun as always. And remember, if they go low, you go high. You keep it 100. You always have fun when it comes to racing. That's really what it's all about. Money aside.